Is there a part of you that still wants to sleep with him when he gets out?
No, because he doesn't look the same anymore.
Oh.
He doesn't look the same. That's not who I had fell in love with.
The face tattoos?
Yeah.
What about, he already had a bunch of face tattoos.
He did, but it was very more demure than it is now.
Very demure.
Yeah.
Very cutesy.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, granted, maybe when I see him, it might feel different, but that's not really the style that I was
You've
going
seen the most
for.
recent photos of Blueface taken in the inn yard. You can tell that something is obviously amiss. In addition to having tattoos all over his face, he seems to have grown considerably in height. Rumor has it that he has also been taking steroids. For a short while, Blueface's mother, Carissa, took to the internet to explain that her son wasn't doing drugs and was simply getting his act cleaned up in the quiet environment of the jailhouse while eating well and sleeping properly. However, by asserting that Blueface was barely eating at all, she contradicted herself in that same line.
It's blue on. I ain't never seen nobody put on that kind of weight and be that kind of zoned in and that kind of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen him this mentally strong or this physically strong in his entire life. So whatever them is, honey, he might need to keep doing them. It's blue on steroids. No, you can't. How the hell he gonna get some steroids? He barely getting some goddamn food in there.
As usual, this has caused people to believe that Carissa is completely ignorant of the subject at hand. She's just spouting whatever it is to attract the garden's attention again. However, there are reports that Jaidyn will not hold back on this tea. Sources claim that Blueface's new transformation is the sole cause of Jaidyn's recent outbursts. Let us begin by talking about how Blueface had his face permanently inscribed with Croc's name. Everyone was aware of it when Kashawn called Blueface while she was live streaming and showed her the tag. Indeed. They both relished a fleeting but charming moment, and the entire encounter was caught on camera. Kristen was beaming from ear to ear out here. But who didn't find that circumstance funny, do you think? You guessed it, Jaidyn. As soon as she got a chance to talk about it, she said she felt the whole thing was awful, considering that Blueface had his daughter's name, Journey, inked concurrently with the Creason tattoo. Jaidyn claims that Blueface got Journey's name inked on his face in an attempt to appease Sishan and make up for tattooing her. In other words, Jaidyn didn't like it when Crone or Creason Jr. felt left out, and he didn't want it to happen.
Does it bother you in particular that he got Krishan's face tattooed or whatever?
I was more disappointed in the fact that he got my daughter's name like around the same time, and I just kind of felt like that, like she's 2 years old now. When Javon, our son, was born, like days later, we both went and got his name. So waiting 2 years to like get her name and then try to like balance it out because like you got her name is just like kind of like lame to me.
So it pisses you off the idea that he's sort of having to like compensate for getting his daughter's name tattooed by also keeping his other girl. Like you, if he is going to be dealing with other girls, you'd like it to be a situation in which he's not having to like fall in line and obey the orders.
I feel like the kids should come first. Like nobody in this world would be mad or tell me something about our kids. Even if it was a man, you couldn't tell me nothing like about if I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna go tap one of their names and then try to tap their name because they're gonna get mad. Like absolutely not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if you. Actually, I'm gonna tat it twice.
Okay.
Like what is that? So I don't like that he tried to like compensate for it, but I mean, that's their dynamic. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but that's more so what disappointed me. I was like, cause like, why did you have to do it around the same time, and why is her name so small? You know what I'm saying? Like Javon's is big as hell. It's like on his forearm or whatever. So I'm just kind of like.
There are also claims that Blueface uses steroids to get the buffed look he has now. There are also claims that he might have been forced to acquire the tattoos on his face. In order to discourage bullying, he started taking steroids to make himself look bigger and more intimidating. It is well known that inmates are sometimes coerced into getting tattoos as a symbol of their affiliation with a gang or social culture. Those who resist are often singled out, ridiculed, or punished by such groups. Consequently, there is every possibility that it is happening. But as Blue has never refrained from declaring his gang, this information is just a claim without any supporting evidence. For those of you who know, Blueface is always the playground crip and the popular loss, Angela's street gang. According to others, his original street name, Blueface Blenheim, was a reference to his affiliation with a gang.
Can you break down your name for us, Blueface Blenheim?
Yeah, so Blueface was like a street name I had chose or picked, was given, whatever you want to call it. So once I was a part of the gang that I was from, that was my name. Blenheim was like just a term we used, you know, hood term, bleed 'em, ooh, bop, bleed 'em, ooh, that just means you just stunting pretty much. So that wasn't a part of my name. My name was just Blueface. So yeah, that's how I got that name.
And do you feel being a Crip how do you feel that has shaped your career, or has it shaped your career?
If anything, it just brings more expectation than like benefiting me. Honestly, the way I see it, it's just more expectation.
He claims that because he is more focused on expectations than benefits, being a part of the gang is a bittersweet experience. And it seems that such expectations had a greater impact on him while he was incarcerated. So he had to get into the yard and whack it hard. However, people have been talking about how his outcomes are way too quick. Years of consistent effort are frequently needed to achieve that kind of massive growth. Given what Carissa said about Blue not eating, it's also puzzling that he would acquire that body so rapidly. Because of this, some people think he has been utilizing pharmaceuticals to gain muscle. Beyond merely Blueface's physique, Carissa has been discussing other topics. We know she has a tendency to interfere with his love life. According to her, Blueface has also found a new love interest. She has probably mentioned Blueface dating someone else 20 times now. She revealed that Blueface and Megan Thee Stallion will be dating, as you all remember. Yes, it didn't happen, but it has come to light that the new friend in question is a woman by the name of Angela. Additionally, she was recently featured in a film alongside Carissa as they ate lunch together and reacted to intense audience questions.
Free Blueface, House of Blues said free Blueface. Shout out to House of Blues.
If we know anything about Blueface, it's that his relationship moves like traffic in the middle of the day. No signals, no breaks, just vibrations, sweetie. We also believed that he would be cooling things off and starting his new relationship carefully because of the distance and limits that still remain between them. That's not the case, though. According to recent sources, Angela has already moved into Blueface's apartment. Rumor has it that Blueface's high school sweetheart was Angela. The new program LA Family Blues, which will debut on Kicks, will include her. Blueface's family is expressly included in the show, according to the network, but since everyone knows this, they might as well include the entire circus. Croak is going to get involved in some way. Really, Carissa continues being sucked into Croc's turmoil. No one can therefore hold Sishan responsible if she decides to do the same. During the date with Blueface's new companion, Croyshawn's name was mentioned a few times. Many people believe that by dating someone new, Blueface was causing Christian to feel envious. But Carissa didn't believe that, and she made sure to point out that Pan had previously dated twice while Blueface was behind bars. She doesn't have a chance because he's going to be leaving soon.
Using you right now to make Krishan mad. Why would he be using somebody to make Krishan mad? She didn't have 4 different boyfriends, right? 2. She had 2 different boyfriends. Why would he be doing that? She didn't have whole relationships while he been in jail. That don't make no kind of, y'all don't never make no kind of sense.
Wait, you said why he in jail? No, I have not.
No, Krishan had a boyfriend while he was in jail. They saying that he doing this because he made it official with you because of Krishan, but I'm saying he already knew she had 2 boyfriends already, so why didn't he do it when she had the other boyfriends?
I know, y'all should ask him.
She already done broke up with the 2 boyfriends now. The way he gonna run home to Krishan is going to be hilarious. So just so y'all know, my son ain't even speaking to me right now because I even mentioned her name. So please stop mentioning her name because he don't want me mentioning her name, being disrespectful no more. So please stop doing that.
Drama seems to be just getting started with this group of people. Here are some people's thoughts on the whole situation. This person said, Blueface is being touched. What do you think caused him to have those facial tattoos? One form of intimidation that occurs in prison is being touched constantly. Another person remarked, someone is punching him and making him mark his face up like that. The sadness is visible in his eyes. This person concluded by saying, I'm really sad for him. He has a significant problem and is under emotional stress, which is why his face and body are in that state. It's crazy. We would also want to know what you think, not only about the steroids, but also about getting the cash-on tattoo, Jaidyn's wipeout, and the new romance with Angela. Kindly leave your remarks in the space provided below. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and watch this next video, darling, because it's similarly fair.